Good day, folks. Glenn here, Fine Line Farm. I'm in the layer house today. This is the hoop house I've talked about in the past. That it's just a greenhouse. There's building off the back here. We have a set of roost in it, and that's where they roost at night. And then we got the lights on timers in here. So these are just standard conventional red sex-linked laying hens, and these are our egg producers. And what they're standing on is our composting bedding pack. I just add a little bit of bedding to it as needed, mostly wood shavings to help with the carbon nitrogen ratio. And we add some cow manure, fresh cow manure every other day. I bring in half a wheelbarrow load. The chickens love to scratch through it. And then about once a week I try to turn it with a fork really deep, so every couple of days I come in and pick a patch. And you can see here I've turned it, and what they're actually eating is, we planted vegetables in here in the summertime, so all the roots now are decomposing. But I also soak in that garbage can whole grains, and I feed them about half a pail a day, and I spread it out on the ground, and they don't necessarily eat it all. But then, I don't know if you can see it, it starts to sprout. And as I turn up the bedding pack, you can see there's some sprouts there. As I turn it, they get exposed, and the chickens come in and eat them. So every day I put out, I don't know, half a 5-gallon pail of whole soaked grain, and they maybe only eat a quarter of it. And there's not really a lot of food value in barley and oats, not for laying hens, but that's okay. They eat maybe a quarter of it. I'll just try to dig this up here. It's hard to do on the phone. And everything they don't eat starts to sprout because it doesn't get that cold in here. Even when it does get cold, oats and barley like to sprout in the cold. They like it cold and wet. See if I can dig up another spot here. Depending on where I spread it, we get more. But you could even see here, last year they didn't turn this pack at all, whereas now they're digging holes in it. So they're starting to turn this bedding pack on their own. And the guineas kind of help with that. There's a few guineas over there. But yeah, all that grain, and it's better, oats and barley is a higher protein as a sprout than it is as a grain. So they are digging this up. We can't let our chickens free range in the wintertime. The fox here loves to come and get them. But if I could bring in some of the cow and sheep dung, there's some sprouts there, look at them go, and let them rummage through that like they naturally would in the wintertime, and keep some fresh sprouts in front of them every couple of days. And then this also generates a bit of heat. Only thing is it's, oh, look at that, a lot of moisture. It gets very damp in here, and I find that's harder on the chickens than when we just put down fresh bedding every couple of days and kept it nice and dry on top. But it's a trade-off. I still like what they're eating out of here. So we started this off last year. It was just the sand floor. We'd planted peppers in here, so there was all the roots from the pepper plants from last year. And then all through the winter, last winter, I'd add it to, probably about 20 big wheelbarrow loads of wood chips to get everything started, and then bed them with straw, peat moss, and wood shavings. So now I'm just going to keep doing that. Straw, peat moss, wood shavings. A lot of straw comes in with the cow manure. And yeah, I don't know if we'll try to grow vegetables in it again next year. It depends on what our labor force looks like. If not, I'm just going to put in a good cover crop, grow it on top of this just to get the roots going down in there. Oh yeah, look at all that. So sometimes you do things a little different or a little strange and it works out for you. Quite pleased with what's going on here. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that. Take care, folks.